possession. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Riley Dixon on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
One play in Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Cook trying this one up the gut. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the 2nd here. The Bills definitely thinking points. Allen on 3rd and 2. This is brought in by Coleman. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing here, Allen. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills now lead by 10. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills drive their lead to 11. Now Prater on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. Escapes the defender. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. On the give, this is Irving. He dodged the tackle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down, here's Baker. Has it in close. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the 42-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Mayfield now from the gun. The ball's out, he lost it. And this is scooped up by the Bills. There he goes on the right side. And Buffalo will take this one back for the touchdown. The Bills capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number 1, make the recovery, or number 2, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills push their lead to 18. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Tucker now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Baker. Completed over the middle. And he's touchdown got 5 yards shy of that 1st down marker.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Connection made to Shepard. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They're running the option, short side. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they come, second down. Mayfield with a blitz coming. Short pass brought in. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Bills bringing an extra DB out, third down. They'll air it out on third. And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Brandon Codrington on the Bills' return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Allen now on 1st down. Shakir with the grab. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Now run by Cook. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Back to throw now, Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now after making that catch, trainers heading out to take a look. Second and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the Bucs 12-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Blitz coming here. Allen hits him on the out route. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills grow their lead yet again. Now Prater on to send it away. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, and you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Baker now from the gun. Brought in left side by Godwin. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Baker to throw. That's complete. Shepard. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Mayfield set to pass. Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he's still got it. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That is so difficult to do with so much traffic. You're going to see the short pass gets tipped, and you really don't have much time other than to just react and make the catch. Exactly what he does.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw again. It's everything he has under this one. He's got it inside the 25. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Once more, it's Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers make it an 18-point game.
Buccaneers 10.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Johnson with a return here. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Allen hits him on the in route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Third down, Bucs in the dime set defensively. Allen gets it quickly to Palmer. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First and 10. Here's Allen. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Stop that time by Jamel Dean.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Throwing here, Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Here's Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Trying to throw this from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills hoping to grow their lead before halftime. Allen on 3rd and short. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Izien with the INT. And the Buccaneers get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Baker. Catch made left side by Abuka. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, here's Baker. Luka there to bring it in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Baker now. Has it in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Connection made to Shepard. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Baker throwing again. Out left, and Otten makes the grab. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
A gain of 14.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Irving on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Tampa spends its second timeout now.
1 yard gain.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 18-yard line.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He can run it. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Cut near the goal line. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling the preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good, and that lowers the deficit to 15. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Now Prater on to send it away. Tucker now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers getting their offense set to go to begin the third. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. Bucs to the line. First and 10. Baker now off the play fake. It's a big strike downfield to Anguka. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
On the play. That's another Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And
No frills,
Buccaneer
nothing
first
fancy.
down.
That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Now it's Irving. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
3rd down, line to gain, 9 yards out. 3rd and long for him here. It's complete. This is Nguka. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Getting out to his left. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They've got a man in motion. Mayfield now, blitz coming. They've got a screen to the running back. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers get it back to within 1 score.
Buccaneers 20.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bills set to take over offensively. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. They'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
Got a man, it's Knox. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To throw again, it's Allen. Into the hands of Knox, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Allen on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
2nd and 3 now. This is Cook. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
This is Cook on the handoff. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills lead by 14. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills lead by 15 now. Now Prater on to send it away. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Buccaneers and Emeka Egbuka ready to get to work now. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. Catch made left side by Egbuka. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
On first down, they're going to run with Irving. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Mayfield now from the gun. Hits his running back. He takes this down to the opposing 47. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Baker now from the gun. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. That one connects. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Baker throwing again. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers get it back to within 1 score.
Buccaneers 27.
That lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Brandon Condrington to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Another one for Cook. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's a give to Cook, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Gets it quickly to Palmer. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and in midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
On the sneak, it's Allen. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
The Bills with a punt team out there. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Drive begins with a run by Irving. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Quan Jones with a tackle on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Baker now. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
A gain of 3.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Allen to throw. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Sending him on the dive. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
Even with everything he backed up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop it.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. Call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end block. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Allen going to the air. Here's a screen for Cook. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
A gain of only
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Prater puts it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Now
Prater on to send it away. Tucker now on the return. It's going well so far. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. First and 10 now from the 30. Give to Irving to start this drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Mayfield keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards. And a first down. It's a gain of 3.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Pressure coming, Baker. Is complete to Colt. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Tampa Bay.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Baker. Connects on the crosser. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this down to the 8s before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Baker to throw. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Trying to run with Irving. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the 4th. Baker leading the Bucs up to the line. They're going for 2.
The Bucs will set
They send him straight up the And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Still going inside the 35. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Cook trying his one up the gut. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he'll fly ahead for a
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. On the handoff, here's Davis. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on fourth. They'll go. Allen. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And it's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Irving on the inside give. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mayfield now from the gun. It's complete. This is Anguka. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Baker throwing again. That one's good to Godwin. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
15. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Over the middle is brought in by Otten. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
So up comes Mayfield and his offense. They're going for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math is pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Cotterington now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Now run by Cook. And get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Allen to throw. Brought in right side. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Got his man. Shakir has it. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Here's a screen for Cook. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. No run. Davis. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Bills take a fourth-quarter lead. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
Buccaneers, 41.
Now Prater on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
Johnson now on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Quick throw is caught. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Mayfield. Out left and Otten makes the grab. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Complete to Cade Otten. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play just as that tight end did.
And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
And start with a give to Davis. He has room past the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Okay, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills drive their lead to 11.
Bills 52, Buccaneers 41.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tucker now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Steps up, and he's running with it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
That's Godwin with yet another one. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Second and 3 now. To throw is Mayfield. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Mayfield. That's completed right side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final 1. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
17 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of them. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Mayfield to throw again. touchdown. Great catch there with almost no time left. Well, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
So even though it's not officially over, this is probably just to get the final score a couple points closer.
The Bucs will set up.
Here he goes, one final shot. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in, the lead, only a field goal now. So with barely any time left, they need everything to break their way. And the Bills are going to recover the football, and that should lock up this win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.